shutting us out like you never act like this before. Turning around, I don't wanna lose you anymore. Falling down, no one's gonna save you from your storms. Let it go, you lose this battle. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me. Me. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me. Me. You can't stop me. Open your eyes. Step by step, you walking through the door. Turn off the light. You're all out of moves on the dance floor. Just give up. You know it's time for you to go. 'Cause you lost this battle. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me. Can't stop me. You can't stop me now. Me.
Okay. Let's see.
You can't stop me.
Let's see how this does tonight. Doing a little test stream tonight, and I'm gonna see how this comes out. So hopefully not too bad. We'll find out. We're gonna do a little Minecraft creative update on the P40 Warhawk tonight, I think. Because this is really out of date with the wool. So I think what I'm going to do is update this to concrete tonight. And this will give us a pretty good idea how the streams are going to go with the chat and OBS and so forth. Been a good week and a half, 2 weeks since my last test stream, simply because the computer I was using as my streaming computer decided it was not going to connect to the network anymore, and I don't know if I killed the network built-in network card to the thing, simply because I had some electrical issues or what the problem was. But anyway, it's not working anymore, so yeah. Let's see, go ahead and set this today. There we go. So yeah, apparently killed the network card in the computer somehow, and had to switch over to my new computer. And that meant I had to set everything up from scratch again. So that was like starting over again with OBS set up and so forth. Then once I had all that set up, lo and behold, my graphics card in the new computer, which that graphics card was a better one than I have in this one, but I think it was the new one was a GeForce 1060, I think it was. Anyway, it decided to crap out on me, even though that thing was literally probably days old. It had only been used probably less than 10 hours. It decided to give me black dots all over the screen. I guess it was overheating or something. I don't know. The fan was working on it, but it decided it wanted to die off on me. So anyway, had to swap out video cards. So that created another delay. Fun. Anywho. So it's nice, just a little test stream, rebuild this P40 Warhawk and update the blocks on it, and just see how chat and everything else is going to work tonight. So I set up Streamlabs. Don't know if it's working or not. We'll find out. Yeah, I built this back on the 360 back in the day, on Minecraft 360, and well, I had wool back then. We didn't have concrete, so since this is the Bedrock version of Minecraft, this has never been updated. So yeah, it's a good place to test a stream and see how this is going to look. See if we get any viewers tonight. Maybe, maybe not. I think I'm going to be sticking to YouTube instead of Twitch, to be honest. We'll see. We shall see. Yeah, literally had to set up everything from scratch all over again. Twice since coming back to streaming. Because I've actually been away for 4.5 to 5 years, something like that. Let's see, I'm getting a little distortion in the camera. What is causing that? I wonder. Let's see. See if I can adjust that a little bit. The contrast is doing that. Brightness. Really had this set perfectly a minute ago. Come on now. Is that a little better? Okay. Maybe. What's the matter, pupper? Huh? Oh, that looks terrible. Hang on. Hang on. Let's go back to the screen a second. Okay. Oh, now this got all out of whack during the stream. That's a little better. And better. Better. Okay. Back to the game. Yeah, unfortunately I have to adjust that camera every single time I start OBS, unfortunately. It does not keep my settings. I have no idea why. Fun. Alright. So yeah, this is the biggest P40 ever made in Minecraft. P40 Warhawk, Flying Tiger. Like I said, I built this back on Minecraft 360 for Xbox 360, and that was probably about a decade ago. So it has been a while. And like I said, all I had back then was wool. Didn't have concrete back then. So this is long overdue for an update. Long overdue. It's going to look a lot better, I think, in concrete than it ever did in wool. Slowly but surely, I update this creative map every once in a great while. Already done a few updates to the castle over there. And I think I updated the train at some point too. I'm not sure. Pretty sure I did. I'll go over and look at it in a second. I think I updated the train to concrete at some point, and the bus needs to be done still. It's still wool. Let's look at the train. I think I updated the train at some point. Go check it out and see. Let's see, I can close that. Okay. Let's see, how do I get to this? Stream chat there. Streamlabs chat, there we go. Okay, now I can monitor chat there. Let's see, did I update this? I believe I did. I believe that's... Is that blue? Is that green concrete? Let's see. No. What is that? Lime terracotta. Interesting. Okay. So, yeah, that might need to be updated again at some point. Maybe update that again at some point. We'll see. Alright. Gracie, why are you whining at me, girl? Why are you whining at me? Yeah, you don't know what I'm doing, do you? You don't know what I'm doing. My dog does not understand that I am streaming. And she wants attention. She's only about a year old, so that is not the right block for that. There we go. Is that right? I think so, yeah. And let's go to daylight again. There we go. Hey, Jacob, how you doing, buddy? Long time no see. I was getting used to talking to myself there for a minute. Long time no see. How you been in the last 4.5 years, has it been? Since my last stream? Probably. You been doing all right? Still a little update on the P40 Warhawk tonight. From wool to concrete, long time overdue. There's probably going to be a little delay in the chat. I got it set to YouTube low latency, but working on paying some bills, same old, same old. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, those bills are always fun. I got quite a few of those these days myself. Got quite a few of those myself these days. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I know, man. That's it has been a long time, but yeah, I wasn't able to stream for the last 2 years. I was basically working a job where I had 12-hour shifts, so I was pretty much worn out all the time. That job just about killed me. And before that, I had various circumstances that came up that got in the way of streaming. Few unfortunate events. Lost my oldest brother to COVID, for one. And that kind of put a damper on things for a while. And now I'm pretty much a free agent, so I set my own time and everything else. So I want to be doing a lot of streaming at night. Probably not really long streams like I used to do, but probably anywhere from like 8:30 to midnight. It's probably going to be about my regular stream time from now on. So that's Eastern Standard Time. It's probably when you're gonna. Yeah, it was kind of a bummer. Like I said, it was during the height of COVID. My brother was in the Navy and worked on a destroyer. And when he retired from the Navy, he found out he basically had all kinds of issues from working with asbestos and so forth. So he was high risk during COVID. So, and yeah, unfortunately, it did him in. He had all the severe stuff caused by that. So it was not good. But anyway, I'm back now, and I'll have to excuse my dog whining in the background because she wants my attention. I know. It'll be all right. I'm just going to do this for a few hours. You'll be all right. She's a bit of a puppy. So, my last dog died from cancer about a year. Well, she died on New Year's Eve about a year ago. So, been keeping up my stuff on Twitter. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I didn't know if anybody was reading my Twitter posts or not. Not that I have anything interesting to say on Twitter, but you know, I thought about posting I was going to be streaming tonight, but I just decided pretty much at the last minute after I got the last few settings set up tonight to stream again. So here we are. Why is that breaking 2 blocks at a time sometimes? I don't know why. Maybe I'm feathering the trigger. That used to be an issue once before in Minecraft. But yeah, it's been an interesting few years since I've been streaming. A lot going on. Changed houses Yeah, I've been watching some of my old streams too. Trying to remember how to do a lot of this stuff. First time doing it straight to YouTube too, so that's kind of interesting. But yeah, just having to relearn all this stuff, man, it's crazy. And on a different platform to boot, because the last time I really streamed for any length of time was, of course, on Mixer, so that's a long time ago. Did a little bit on Twitch, but yeah, just after having about 5,000 followers on Mixer and going to basically none on Twitch again was just kind of sad. It was just kind of sad. So I quit after a short period of time. It's just like, nah, I can't take it anymore. This is too much. But got a little bit of YouTube following, mostly from my Mixer days, but you know, hopefully that'll grow too. Don't know if we'll hit 5,000 again, but you never know. Got a long time to get there again. So don't plan on going anywhere this time. We're gonna give it a few years and see where we get with it. So, but yeah, it's good to see some old familiar faces, man. You been doing any streaming or Minecrafting or any of that stuff? Chat lag is probably real. I gotta miss the old FTL days. Nobody's ever quite done it as well as Mixer did it. Sadly. But, oh, kicking a box. Kicking a box. But, yeah, chat lag's probably going to be a little bit getting used to on here. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. Streaming Twitch, doing iRacing. Got up to 665 followers. Been building. Nice, very nice. So you've been doing that long or short time or? I don't know how many people I've got on Twitch now. It's not a lot. It's probably around 50, 60, something like that. Not 100% sure, to be honest. I haven't even looked at it in a while. Going on 4 years now. Wow. Yeah, I've been thinking a little bit about maybe dual streaming, but as right now I'm only using like 6% of my CPU. So I'm pretty sure I could dual stream somewhere. I'm not sure I want to do Twitch though. I'm thinking maybe Kick. I don't know. Twitch is so hard to break into. If you don't already have a following, it's like you'll never get seen. So maybe do Kick for a while. Who knows? Who knows? Don't know. I've heard mixed things about it, so might give it a shot. Yeah, I'd definitely hang out, man. Happy to have you back in the channel. It's good to see old faces. Hopefully we get a lot of old familiar names back in chat again. That would be nice. I definitely miss a lot of the crew that used to hang out on streams back in the day on Mixer. So definitely miss that. It's about the only social life I have. So yeah, How's the audio sound anyway? Talk to Mag? Yeah, occasionally. I actually just talked to him on Discord. Well, he sent me a message on Discord chat, and I responded to him. I don't know if he's seen my response to him yet. I know he occasionally sounds good on audio. Good deal. Yeah, I do some test recordings before I go live just to see, but you never know how things sound in the real world until somebody gives you some feedback, you know. But yeah, I know Mag's still around. He occasionally streams on Twitch. I've caught a few of his streams. Not sure if Null Force is streaming anymore, to be honest. Honestly couldn't say. I think he's still on Twitch, but I don't know if he's streamed in quite some time. He never seems to be online when I go and look, so. But yeah, you'll have to send me your Twitch handle if it's different, and I will definitely come check you out. So I do occasionally log in there just to see if anybody I know is streaming. So so many people I know unfortunately haven't streamed in probably 2 to 3 years though. So a lot of people just kind of lost interest after Mixer went under, so I can kind of understand that. He's been having problems with his messages on Discord, by the way. That would be a great throwback if everyone's back together. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? I know. I would love to. Gracie, stop, baby. It's all right. I'm just streaming, talking on stream. You don't have to whine about it. My dog's a little over a year old now, and she is still very much puppy. And she gets anxiety about all kinds of stuff. So if you hear her whining in the background, that's what's going on there. She's okay. She just gets anxious when I'm doing stuff in here. She's not quite used to me having an office and a studio yet, so that's always fun. But yeah, I'd love to see everybody from back in the day. I know some people are still around because I either see them on Discord or see them on Twitter or what have you, although I'm not sure how active they are. Speaking of Discord, I actually did set that up like in the old days where my little live channel works. So there we go. So if anybody that was like Null Force or Mag or any of those people happen to come by on Discord, maybe they'll see me on the live channel. Who knows? Who knows? I think I've got my Discord set up properly. I don't know. Yeah, it's been a long time on that too. So you remember the OBS or the chat bubble I've got over there in the upper corner? Yeah, I was kind of surprised that was still a thing. But it's still a thing. So I added that back tonight. That was one of the things I was working on before I started streaming tonight. Was getting Discord set back up. Yeah, as much as I can to get everything. I even set up my Stream Deck so that I got stuff like this. Even got the old Be Right Back set up again, and so forth. All the all the old familiar stuff is set up like it used to be. So I know. Whiny, whiny, whiny. Yes, Gracie. Goodness, pupper. You'll be all right. All right, let's see here. Might have to start shutting my door. Yeah, I'm going to be streaming for a bit tonight. Yeah, for sure. Unless the dog just drives me absolutely batty. Hopefully not. But yeah, I gotta see. I gotta work up my voice strength again. Streaming always takes a lot out of my voice, so I gotta build up my my chatting stamina again too. Something else I gotta work at, because I have not been chatty in quite a while. My last job, I didn't have to talk very much. I'd go sometimes most of a day without saying 10 sentences. So, and currently what I do is door dashing. So that doesn't really involve much talking at all, except telling people who I'm picking up for. That's pretty much my life these days, so try to make just enough to pay the bills. Yeah, I still had all the old 99s playlist. Yeah, 99 Lives is great, some great music, yeah. I don't know if you can download their music anymore. I still had all the old downloads on my old computer. And also had them on a USB stick, which is what I'm playing from right now. So, but yeah, I know they're still around. I just don't know if you can actually download the music anymore. I know you can play their YouTube channels, but yeah, I still have all the old music. I love it. It's good streaming music, and it's royalty free. So there's that. I need to figure out how to put their information on my YouTube channel. Got yours on Spotify? Yeah, they got a YouTube channel too. I think they still have a YouTube channel. But Spotify is a good place to play them from and all that. I know, Gracie. It's all right. You go lay down. Why am I getting mysterious music on a flat world? That doesn't make any sense. This is a flat creative world. There's absolutely no... At least there shouldn't be any mines or anything else on this thing. Let's see. Shouldn't be anything on this world. Literally a flat creative from 360 days. Been updated. I occasionally come in here and do a little bit of work. In case you hadn't seen it in a while, this is my creative world. You probably remember this. It hasn't changed a whole lot since you last saw it, probably. But I do occasionally come in here and alter a little something. So occasionally I'll go over here to the castle and I'll make a few changes here and there, like I've redone a lot of the lanterns and redid some hanging lanterns, redid some patterns in here, redid this. Once we get new blocks, I tend to come in here and change things a little bit. So, but castle still has the main look it had years ago. But occasionally I come in here and make a few changes here and there. Every once in a while. Still got to build a beer one of those at some point. Wondering what you've been doing on Minecraft? Mostly what I have been doing on Minecraft is survival stuff. I have a few different worlds that I goof around in. I also have the, what do they call it? The it's not called the beta anymore. It's called the what do they call the thing? Minecraft Preview. That's what it's called. I have that version, which I have a map on that. I mess around with that. And yeah, try that again there, Joe. Try that again there, Joe. I think that got filtered out by the bot. Yeah, the bot filtered that out. But yeah, it's time set day. Yeah, I know. It's real easy to do in this version of Minecraft. I think I said it's sunrise. Yeah, I said sunrise. Give me a little bit longer of time this time. So anyway, mostly I've been playing the survival. And trying to survive on hard in Minecraft these days is a lot tougher than it used to be back in the day. That's for sure. With the Bedrock version, it's a lot tougher because we got all these new mobs trying to constantly kill you. Used to be just worried about a few creepers here and there and skeletons and so forth. And you say you're no longer a troll. You mean troll? Is that what you're saying? Look at this dude up here on my plane. Yeah, I hate the drowned. I absolutely wish they would do something about giving you an option to turn off certain mobs. I think there's 2 mobs at the very least I would turn off. I don't worry about the deep dark too much with the what's the guy called down there? Big, ugly, bull-headed looking thing. What's that thing called again? I forget. Haven't really encountered him because I don't usually go down that deep. Usually if I start seeing those little shrieker things, I turn around for the most part, but there's not much down there I need. So haven't really dealt with him too much since the updates, but the drowned have just gotten to where you just can't get out on a boat anymore. I used to love to go out at night and fish on the boat, you know. Can't do it anymore. Old favorite pastime, you know, you've watched my streams, you know. I love to get out there and fish at night. So that ain't happening anymore with the drowned, because they'll just come up and start attacking you as soon as you get in the water in a boat. Doesn't matter if it's day or night. There for a little while, they had them where they were kind of glued to the, oh yeah, yeah. There for a while, they had it where they were kind of glued to the bottom of the ocean. What was that mysterious sounds? Why have I got mysterious sounds on a creative flat map? I don't get that at all. And I didn't mind them so much back then, you know, back when I was working on the castle that was, well, the castle wall on that that island that I said looked a little like England, you know, kind of the one I was playing solo, kind of towards the end of my streams on Mixer. That one, during that, the drowned pretty much stayed on the bottom of the water, except at night. So they weren't such a problem. But now it's like, doesn't matter day or night, they're just all over you constantly. And it's really annoying. Yeah, you remember? Yeah. But anywho, can't deal with those guys anymore. They just drive me nuts. So yeah, trying to figure out how to survive in hard again has been a bit of a challenge over the last few months as they've added stuff. So I don't know if I will stream on hard again because with my attention divided between chat and the game, I don't know if I can stay alive on hard anymore. especially if I'm running around at night and still pay attention to chat at the same time. So, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. We shall see. I've been playing on hard. I've been kind of getting better at it as time goes by, but man, I die a lot. And that's without me streaming and paying attention to chat at the same time, so it's crazy. So we shall see. I might have to officially switch to normal or something else for streams. We'll see. It's not looking too bad. It's getting there. Is this guy gonna hang out on my plane the whole time? I think so. I think so. But anyway, so what have you been streaming? You streaming various things or Minecraft, or what are you streaming these days? I just picked up, in fact, the other day, I went to a used bookstore and I just picked up Ghost Recon Wildlands. Yeah, me do, you do you, yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah, for the sake of chat, I might just have to tone down the difficulty level in Minecraft when I'm streaming. It's gotten to be too much. And forgetting to sleep at night. Good Lord, you got those little flying things all over you too. The flying manta rays, what are they called? Can't even remember now. It's a tip of my tongue. I can't think of the name of the things now. Yeah, they'll come out and get you good too. So, yeah, between the drown and whatever those flying manta things are called again, can't go out fishing at night anymore. So, used to love to do that all the time. I have petitioned for Minecraft or Mojang to add a option to turn off certain mobs. Just, even if they did that under cheats and just added the option to turn off certain mobs, you could pick and choose what you did and did not want in the world, would be fine. I don't mind not getting, the achievements anymore, because quite frankly, you pretty much start all over with the achievements every time they do a major update to Minecraft anyway. I don't know how many times I've earned punching wood in my lifetime, but it's got to be at least 24 times. Minecraft on Wednesday and racing on Thursday. What kind of racing games you playing these days? I used to love a good racing game. I saw where they came out with a new Test Drive Unlimited, but apparently it sucks. Something horrible. So I was like, well, started looking at the reviews for that, and it's like, yeah, it's terrible. I used to love Test Drive Unlimited too. That was a great game. Great music, great cars, great game. Love to find something like that again. Forza Motorsports, yeah, I probably need to play a little more Forza. I like the open world stuff though, where you can just kind of go cruising around if you want, and not have to be racing all the time. I'd like sometimes I just like cruising down the highway in a video game. Of course, I don't know these days with me DoorDash and driving's got to be kind of the job now, so I don't know. Maybe not so much anymore. I think I have a few racing games around here though. I haven't even brought my stack of video games in here yet. I forget what all I have. They're all in the back room right now, and when I moved in this house, I actually ended up breaking my desk, so I just recently bought a desk so I could start streaming again. Ordered it off of, is it Amazon? I think it was Amazon. So either Amazon or Walmart. I can't remember which. I think it was Amazon. But, yeah, I had a nice, L-shaped desk I used to stream from, and, dadgum, on my last move, it didn't separate the top from the rest of it. So I was like, yeah, that's just the particle boards or whatever they use and that stuff that, yeah, I guess it's called particle board. Just, you just can't get a screw to set in those things after you strip them out. So, yeah, I went without a desk or a place to put one for a good 2 years, which is what I've been in this house, is a little over 2 years. Plus, the room I'm in now, which is now my studio, was filled top to back, top to bottom, front to back with just stuff. And I still have a storage unit. So the wife and I have been in the process of cleaning out Love Forza Horizon 2. They shut that one down. Yeah, I hear you, man. Test Drive Unlimited, both of those have been empty forever. I don't think anybody even gets on those worlds anymore. I don't even know if they have servers. I think I streamed it one night back on Mixer, and that was 4.5 years ago, and I don't think we saw but maybe 1 or 2 players back then. So it's probably long dead too. Used to love that one. Used to go in the casino on that one and gamble all the time too. That was a lot of fun. Had the casino, Island Casino add-on for Test Drive Unlimited. That was a lot of fun. But used to get on there and play poker and stuff. Had a lot of fun playing poker on that game. Did a lot of poker playing as well as driving on that one. But anywho, don't think that one's around anymore. I think it's pretty much a dead game. So, but yeah, what are they up to now? Is it, you said you raced Forza, but you didn't say which version it was. I don't even know what they're up to now. What, 8 or 9 of them? I think. I don't know. They've done a lot of Forzas, I believe. I haven't really kept up with them. I know they come out with a new one every couple of years, so they've got to be up to like 8 or 9 now, right? Something like that. All right, let's get some daylight. There we go. I can see what I'm doing. Could have set this to always daylight, but I do occasionally like to check this stuff out at night, so. New one is Forza Motorsports. Oh, okay, so they quit giving them numbers and redone the graphics engine. Oh, okay, nice. I saw where they were talking about redoing some of the Fallout games, like Fallout 3 and also Fallout New Vegas, which would be awesome to see that remastered. And I guess eventually they'll do Fallout 4 remastered as well. Tracy, stop. Quit whining. So yeah, that would be cool. I've got I've been getting the Tomb Raider remasters too. I love those. Those are, it's awesome to see those. I got 1, 2, and 3. I haven't got 4, 5, and 6 yet, but I haven't really played through 1, 2, and 3 yet. I bought it a while back, and I thought, man, this would be great to stream these, because I haven't played these since they were on PC. So, pretty sure I still have. In fact, I've got Tomb Raider, what is that one? Tomb Raider Anniversary on the PC. Yeah, I got Tomb Raider Anniversary for the PC over here. But on the Xbox, I do have the remasters 1, 2, and 3, and then Ghost Recon. I just installed it. Starfield, which was a bit of a disappointment. Fallout 76, which I have not played because it's online only. Wonder if they'll remaster the old games like Halo, Forza, etc. That would be nice. I mean, well, apparently they just remastered one of the Forzas, right? So I'd love to see a lot of the old games get remastered. I would love to see. I would love to see Rainbow Six. What was it? Rainbow Six Vegas 2, I think is what it was called. I used to play the heck out of that. I'd love to see that get remastered. Godfather come back? Oh, yeah. I think I remember those games. I think I remember the Godfather games. Those were pretty good, I think. And, I don't know, you never can tell what they're going to remaster these days, you know? So, love to see some of these companies just remaster some stuff, and because they have a whole new fan base these days. So a lot of the young people won't remember them from the old days, so. I'd love to see Rainbow Six Vegas 2, Rainbow Six Vegas as well get a remastered. Those were great games. Remaster the graphics like they're doing to GTA. I know, right? And it's like, you know, we get 100 remasters of the Elder Scrolls, you know. It's like they just redid another one. Was that Elder Scrolls? I don't remember the full title, but they just redid that one. And then what's the other one they do? That one got a whatever it is called online. Also the RPG roleplay, whatever it is. That one's been remastered a few times as well. And it's like, okay, time to remaster some other stuff, guys. Like, let's redo some Fallout and some other stuff. Would be nice. Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. Be wonderful to see those remastered. I know some people have done some unofficial stuff. I think somebody redid Fallout New Vegas in Fallout 4 with their engine, and it looked amazing. It's like, why can't they do an official version of that? That would be awesome. Instead of having somebody's, you know, downloadable content. But yeah, there's a lot of games. I haven't played yet. Still, to this day, it's just like I kind of want to save that for when I'm streaming again, you know. So, got quite a few that I want to play. That's what you're saying? Yeah, me too, man. I agree with that 100%. Really want to see some remasters, but in the meantime, I got a lot of games still to play, so. And quite frankly, I just didn't play as much when I wasn't streaming, so I got used to playing was equivalent to streaming, so I'm kind of looking forward to doing a nightly stream, and most nights anyway. I can't guarantee I'll do it every night, but most nights I think I'll hop on here and stream for a few hours, and then, you know, I didn't really have a set schedule in the past back in the Mixer days, for sure. And there was even a period of time I went away for like a year. So now it'll be nice to kind of have a set time, because I don't get out at night anymore, so I don't plan on going anywhere. I want to get some, hopefully, what do they call it? Getting, I don't know what they call it on YouTube. Is it partnership or whatever the heck they call it officially? where you can actually start earning a little bit of money on here and start taking some donos and all that kind of stuff eventually. You know, kind of help out with stream costs and stuff, so that would be nice. So we'll see. Yeah, I miss doing this though. Gotta get used to this, the chat lag. Try to get a schedule down, but I can't do that because of my work schedule, Twitch's affiliate, and then I upgrade to partner. I gotcha. Yeah. So are you partnered on Twitch or affiliate or what? Where are you at there? I don't even know what their requirements are anymore. Probably way too high for a new guy like me. So I did not have that many followers on Twitch. I think I had maybe 50, 60, maybe 100. I don't know. Not like on Mixer where I had 5,000 and still wasn't partnered. Of course, back then I wasn't really too interested in it, but these days, if I can make a little bit from streaming, why not? You know what I'm saying? I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet, so still doing research on that. I set up Streamlabs tonight, so if I get any new subscribers, hopefully they'll pop up on the stream. We'll see. Don't know. It's set. I don't know if it's working though. Let me see. Could do a test, I think. Let me see. Is there a way to do a test? Test events. Let's see. YouTube subscriber test. Yeah, so there's a subscriber test. So that seems to be working. So hopefully you saw that. If not, it's only working on my broadcast. I don't know if it's actually getting triggered from YouTube or not. We'll have to find that out when I get a first subscriber, so we'll find out. First new subscriber. I think I've got like 115 subscribers on here right now, so mostly those were people that were either following me from back in the Mixer days, and then I got a few from, you did see it? Yeah. Not sure if YouTube's going to trigger it or not, though. We'll find out. 115, I think about 50 or 60 of those were holdovers from Mixer, and then I gained a few when I started doing some AI music creation, so I did a bit of that. I don't know if you watched any of, or listened to any of the AI. They're not really videos per se, more like music. Music was still picture, but I did some AI music creation because I had a few ideas for some songs in my head. So I used AI for basically the instrumentation and the singing because nobody wants to hear me sing anything, and I'm certainly not going to hire anybody to do it. So I did pretty much the lyrics and let the AI do the tune and the singing. So. You're affiliate now. I've got a lot to do before I get partner. I want to only stream, and you can only stream 50 hours a week. Affiliates can only stream 50 hours a week? Really? Gosh, I used to do more than that in a weekend sometimes. If you consider Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night streams on Mixer, I used to do, what, 10... I don't know. I don't think I did more than 10 hours. I think once or twice I did 12-hour streams, but I think usually averaged around 7.5 to 10 hours. That's their guidelines? Holy crap. So are you saying you have to do at least 50 a week, or they only let you do 50 a week for streaming? In other words, they won't let you stream more than 50 hours a week. Like they limit you. I'm not quite sure how the Twitch thing works out now. Which is why I've been kind of thinking about Kick. It's a smaller platform. There aren't quite as many people streaming there, but some of the people streaming there are getting pretty good numbers. So might actually give that a try too. I don't know. They only let you do 50 hours of stream time, and I'm like, come on, yeah, right? I mean, why would it matter if you did 100 hours if you wanted to? I don't get that at all. I've never seen it where they limit you on how much you can stream. That's crazy. That's just nuts. That is looking pretty good. That is going to look so much better in green concrete than that did in wool. That's going to look so much better. Streaming should be free. Yeah, definitely free to do as much as you want, that's for sure. Alright, some of these I can do a nice row of. Yeah, I agree. You should be able to stream as much as you want. Yeah, if you're not hurting anybody or yourself, it shouldn't be a problem, right? Don't know why Twitch would care, to be honest, but I'm guessing they must have some kind of reason. For the life of me, I don't know what it is, but they pay you for your stream time. Yeah, I saw that. They like do an hourly thing. It's like I don't know, it's what, 14, 15 bucks an hour or something like that. They pay you to stream on Kick, which is probably more than a lot of people make on Twitch. Especially if you're doing like 8-hour streams a night. That's a pretty much a full-time job there. It's pretty awesome. They don't want to do that. I mean, you're creating content for their channel, so you know, as long as what you're not putting out is pure garbage, you know, 10-year-olds with mics, so to speak, you know, as long as you're legally able to work and you're making content and not just sitting there, you know, restreaming somebody else's stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I got to do some more research into the whole Kick thing. I know they got their start from gambling money, so I don't really have a problem with that, though, to be honest. There's far worse things going on Twitch than gambling, so not really having a problem with gambling-backed payouts for streamers. I know some people have some moral issues over that, but I'm like, have you seen Twitch? Have you seen the moral issues going on Twitch? 1560, and I've also heard 1650. Yeah, they may have different tiers. I don't know. I'd certainly give them a try. I don't know. I don't know if they have any kind of like FTL type service or not. It'd be great if they did. I would love to find something comparable, because I'm actually doing a low latency on YouTube, but it's still like a 20-30 second delay, I think, something like that. Between the time I see your chat and the time you hear my response, it's a little bit of a delay. Let's see, where am I at on this thing? Oh yeah, I'm still knocking down. Let's see, I'm gonna turn around the circle here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, come on. Yeah, well over 20 seconds. And let's say Kevin just subscribed. Thank you, Kevin, for the subscription. That came up on the YouTube channel. I didn't see it on the stream though. Didn't hear the thing go off for whatever reason. Yeah, the lag on this between me responding to chat and you guys actually hearing it is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I know there's a another setting for ultra low latency, but apparently the quality goes down for that on YouTube. I don't know. Yeah, YouTube is kind of weird. I mean, you know, I'm using OBS and they have these recommended settings for OBS. I'm set way higher than that in OBS to stream to YouTube because, quite frankly, the bit rate they wanted to use was suggested YouTube bit rate was ridiculously low. I'm just like, come on, you can do way better than that. So I've got mine set a lot higher than what they recommend. The audio is only set to 160, which was their recommendation, but to be honest, the audio should be fine. So, you know, if I was doing like concert level audio or something, it'd be different, but 160 is fine for streaming. I think that's what I used to set mine on Mixer to back in the day, but you know, anywhere from 5,000 to 6,000 bit rate is what I used to stream on Mixer, and those always came out pretty good. I think I've got mine set around that somewhere on this too, so seems to do pretty good. I don't get a lot of the jaggies on the stream. My little test stream I did a couple of weeks ago, I ran through the wheat field, you know, and that's always a good test because you used to get awful jaggies on that in Minecraft on stream. You know, just blur effect would be nuts. So, but yeah, I was gainfully employed until September of last year, and then after that, not so much anymore. I was making really good money, and as a system admin, because you know I did IT stuff for a long time. And it's like after that, after I got kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Got kind of done dirty at my last job. I kind of lost the desire to do IT anymore. So I decided I am going to be what do you call it? A gig worker. So that's what I'm doing now. Couldn't take it anymore. Didn't want to do it anymore. So yeah, huge reduction in pay, but I'm happier now than I was making six figures. So I just got to get my car paid off. I get out from under that, and that's going to be good. Once I get that paid off, yeah, about 16 grand to go on the Spider, and then I'm good. So once I get that paid off, then it's just basically rent and utilities, because the wife pretty much takes care of everything else. So, but yeah, I got done dirty on my last job, so kind of left a bad taste in my mouth after that. So. I forget, Jacob, you told me one time what you do for a living, but I honestly don't remember, because it has been 4.5 years, so. Or I don't know if you're doing the same thing anymore or not. I don't know. You have to tell me if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine too. Anything that makes you money is good, right? God, it just brings back deja vu. I built this off stream. Good minute, because me and the woman I got married to 3 years ago, congratulations, working at the hospital now, making dang good money. I hear you, man. Yeah, like I said, I was for about 2 years there making really good money, but not anymore. Not anymore. And I'm probably going to get audited by the IRS. They're going to be like, why did your pay go from 6 figures to low 5 figures? It's like, well, I think I'm cheating on taxes or something. That's life. That's the way things go, man. Easy come, easy go. Well, you see. Right? Because my last employers were a bunch of assholes, that's why. They did me wrong. They did me wrong. I put it this way, it did me wrong in such a way that I seriously considered getting a lawyer about the fact, but I was like, nah, forget it. Like, yeah, I was kind of relieved when they let me go. I was kind of like, all right, see ya. I was extremely unhappy there. So it actually made me feel a lot better when they let me go. It's like kind of expecting it, and when it happened, I was like, I'm good with that. I think I kind of surprised them. I think they were expecting me to freak out or something, but I was actually very chill about the whole thing. Of course, I'm pretty chill about everything, you know that. But yeah, I was actually kind of relieved about the whole thing. It's like, well, there's one huge amount of stress I just got rid of, so I'm good with it. I'll probably live a lot longer not working there. So it's all good. Just makes a lot of the fun things I used to enjoy a little bit tougher to do now, so. Won't be any exotic vacations or eating in a lot of fancy restaurants anymore, or buying expensive stuff. Fortunately, I still have all my streaming equipment, which is like brand new, so I was really upset about my video card in the new computer dying. I had the old streaming PC set up, and that's what I did my test stream from, and it was all good to go. And lo and behold, the what video card I got now, it's actually the old one. It's the old 1050 Ti is the one I'm using now, because my new one in the new computer, I'll tell you the whole story. The old computer, which is what I had set up for streaming, I had it all set up. Got a i5 11400F with a 3050 in it. Yeah, man, I don't even know what the current graphics cards are now. It's like I'm so far behind in generations on everything. It's not even funny. The old streaming computer, I had the 800 worthy, yeah. The old streaming computer, I had all set up and good to go. And lo and behold, the network card decided it was going to die. Don't know why. One day it was working fine, the next day it was not. But I was having power issues in this room because my living room, this room, and the next room down the hall all are on the same breaker. So every time I turned on my 3 monitors here, my PC, my Yamaha mixer board, and the Xbox and everything else in here, I was tripping that breaker when my wife was watching TV in the living room, and sometimes when she wasn't. So I figured out the hallway right outside my door here. There's an outlet right around the edge of the door there. I've got my main stuff plugged into. There's nothing else on that breaker. That hall outlets are it. That's all that's on that breaker. So 99% of what I'm using is now plugged into that. So I'm good. I'm not tripping any breakers anymore. But when I tripped that breaker, I think I killed my my network card. And since I did that, since I killed the network card, I couldn't stream on my old computer because, of course, I don't have any spare network cards laying around because I got rid of them all because, you know, every motherboard you buy now comes with a built-in network card. So, not that I had a spare ISIS slot, I could have put that in anyways, but yeah. So it's like, well, time to break out the new computer, which means building it out to have all the OBS and various other stuff that I use. Both of them are Intels, by the way. This one, I'm not sure what this computer has in it, to be honest. Let me see. It's been a long time since I built this computer. This was one I built out just to see. Oh yeah, this is an i5-3570 in this thing. But the processor is not so important for streaming. I think the other one, my old Dell, I think has an i7 in it, but this i5 may actually still be a little bit faster because it's at 3.4 gigahertz. And I got 16 gigs of RAM, and I got a 4 gig video card in this thing. So, do you think Intel is better than Ryzen? As far as the CPU goes, yeah. As far as the GPUs go, well, it's kind of a mixed bag, I guess. I haven't kept up with what Ryzen and NVIDIA are doing these days, but I mean, I know that Intels do better floating point math than AMD's. They've always been like that. AMD's weakness has always been floating point math, so anything that relies on that is not as good on an AMD. But AMD's are also a lot cheaper too, so that's part of the reason why is they use some workarounds for things like floating point math and stuff like that. So makes it a little bit cheaper to make them. Think it runs smoother. The Intels, yeah, they probably do in a lot of ways. I've always used well, no, I wouldn't say that. I've had some AMDs in the past that were good processors. But I've used Intel for quite some time now. I have had some AMDs in the past that were good processors though, and weren't noticeably slower than what I upgraded from. They were all, upgrades. So I always go to something faster, one way or another, which is why I think this i5 is actually a little faster than the i7 I have in my Dell. If I remember correctly, I benchmarked them both out, and the i5 was faster because of the gigahertz or something. I can't remember now, or it had more cores or something. I honestly don't remember now. But both of them are Intel, so I know these days with the graphics cards, it's kind of depends on who you talk to and what they do with things. Some people really like the AMD graphics and which are built into their CPUs, and then some people prefer the NVIDIAs. So it just kind of depends on which kind of graphics you're going for. If you're going for AMD graphics, you might as well just get the AMD processor. If you want the GeForce, or whatever the heck they're called now, I don't even think they're called GeForce anymore. Whatever NVIDIA is calling their new cards now, it's probably not GeForce anymore, but oh yeah, and I was talking about mine too. So anyway, when I had a 1060 in the new computer, and after I get it all set up last night, it was all set up last night. I was going to stream last night, and all of a sudden I started getting little black blocks all over the screens. I was like, come on, man. I was like, well, maybe it's the driver. Maybe it's a driver issue. So I downloaded some older drivers because I was using the latest video drivers for the NVIDIA. I thought, well, maybe it's the driver. So I downgraded the driver and tried out a couple of different versions, and it wasn't doing it. So there's something wrong with the card. So I had to take my old card out of the other computer, which is a 1050 Ti, and put it in the new computer. So I'm using my old GPU that I use streaming on Mixer for the new computer now. But I kind of hate it because that 1060i, like I said, it has less than 10 hours on the thing. Only thing you had to do is put 256 RAM and 2 terabyte internal hard drive, and that's it. And the drivers are a must to install. Yeah, I hear you, man. I won't even tell you how much hard drive space I have right now. I have a solid state drive in this computer, and it's only like 256 gigs. I had a 2 terabyte hard drive in the old computer, and if I'm thinking about maybe putting an SSD in this one as well. 2 terabyte SSD in this one. I don't think I'm gonna need more than that for just streaming. If I want to do some PC gaming, which I had planned to do, because I was going to use this computer for gaming, and I was going to use the old streaming computer for streaming. And I would have been fine with what I had. Amazon would be great to look for net. Yeah, I've actually got one in my cart. I just gotta scrape some coin. I gotta scrape some coin together to get it. It's not that bad. I think it was less than $100 for 2 terabyte SSD. Yeah, it's just I have to be careful what I spend these days because I'm kind of on limited income. Try not to go bankrupt. But yeah, I could pull the hard drive out of the other computer. It's not an SSD, out of the old streaming computer, and format it and just put it in the new computer. We got the 990 Pro Samsung. Samsung's pretty good. SSDs, I haven't used those. I don't even know what's in the new computer. It's something I got for next to nothing, I think. And I've got an SSD over here, but it's small. It's only this one's a SanDisk, and it's only well, no, actually, this one's 256. I take it back. That could give me half a terabyte right there if I put this one in there. I didn't realize this. I thought this was 128, but this is a 256 gig. So I might actually, if it works, I don't know if this one still works or not, because it's been sitting in my computer supplies for 100 years. So I don't know. I don't know if that SSD works or not, to be honest. I may have taken it out of something that died in. I could plug it in and see if there's anything on it, first off, and then if there's not, I can use it. So that would probably double my capacity, because I think right now let's see. This one's this one's about a 256 is what I got in here right now. 256 gig. So that'll give me half a terabyte right there with the two of those. That would not be bad. Glad we talked up the conversation. I might have saved you from buying one. The Samsung. You don't like the Samsung, or you do like the Samsung? Like I said, I've got a 2 terabyte for, I forget what brand it is. This one I've not heard of before, but it had a lot of good reviews on Amazon. It's like the one with the, I think it's the one with the lion, if I'm not mistaken. Hang on, I can tell you real quick. I've got it on my, I got my phone right here. So let's pull up my Amazon and go to my cart, and I'll tell you what it is. But it's not bad. It's on sale, whatever it is. I think it was 2 terabyte, if I remember correctly. Team Group T-Force Vulcan, $97.99. It's a 2 terabyte with SLC cache, 3D NAND, whatever the heck those are. I don't even know. You've had your times with SanDisk. Have you had a lot of SanDisk dying on you? Yeah, like I said, I don't think I bought that SanDisk. I think that was a rescue from a piece of equipment that was getting tossed out or something. I don't even remember. I've had it for years. Couldn't even tell you where I got it from originally, but it was either one somebody gave me or out of a piece of equipment that was going to get toshed, and we had to pull the hard drives and wipe them. So I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you how many years I've had it. It's probably not, I'm sure it's not one of the fastest ones. It's not very big either, so might even been one that came, might even come in that Dell originally when I bought that thing, because I bought that as a refurb. So it's possible it may have been the original hard drive in that Dell over there. My old streaming computer. I've had it a long time. Because I think I bought the 2 terabyte hard drive to go in that Dell, because I know it didn't come with a 2 terabyte hard drive, so that may actually be the original hard drive. I've got a lot of hard drives around here. Most of them are old, not SATAs. They're old IDE drives that I need to clear off and then have destroyed because they're just out of date. I've got some that are like 200 or 500 megs or something like that. Not even a gig. And then I've probably got a bunch that are like 1 or 2 gigabytes in size. Not very big at all. Just the old IDE hard drives, you know. Because I've been in computers for 30 years, so I tend to collect a lot of crap. And tend to be kind of slow about getting to clear some of this stuff out. I threw away a bunch of computers when I cleaned out my storage unit. I got rid of a bunch of computers that I pulled hard drives out of, and most of them were really old Pentiums that I've had for years and years and years. Paid $20 more for the Samsung. It hasn't had no problems. I hear you, man. I will keep that in mind. Samsung makes some pretty good stuff. I still have my Samsung Plasma TV. I love that thing, which is what I sit in front of just about every day. And also play video games on when I'm gaming on the couch. Love that thing. It's much better TV than for a TV that's really quite old at this point, and it's only 720p. It looks a lot better than some of the 4K TVs I see out there now. I love that thing. It makes some good equipment. Samsung's always been pretty top tier stuff for the most part. I've had a couple of their cheaper smartphones that weren't that great, but for the most part, they make some really good stuff. Tend to stick to the Nokias these days. I like the Nokia smartphones. But I know a lot of people that like the Samsungs quite a bit. I just haven't had much luck with them. Fail on cell phones, yeah. In my opinion, they do. Now, I know, like I said, I know a lot of people that love the Samsung cell phones, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I gave up on them a few generations back, so I don't buy the Samsung stuff anymore. And you know, I had an Asus SmartPad for a long time. I really loved that thing until it finally died. They used to make some pretty good equipment too. I'm not even sure if they're making tablets anymore. I think Asus was making phones at one time too. I don't know. They used to have some pretty decent stuff back in the day. But I've got a Nokia smartphone, and my wife has a Nokia smartphone, and I like the fact it's just bare bones. When they made the Note 3 and Note 4, that was a great phone. After that, it went down. Yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah, I got to where I started buying the Nokias, and I've had two or three Nokia smartphones now, and not a one of them ever died on me. I just ended up getting something better down the road when something new came out, you know. Just kind of upgraded. They've been super reliable phones, and they come with just, you know, the pure Android OS. They don't have a bunch of crap on them that companies tend to put on some of their phones, like Samsung and some of these other companies, you know, kind of put their own version of Android on there instead of just a clean version of Android. So I like the fact that Nokia just puts clean Android on there. So there's no Nokia version of Android. It's just Android. I like that quite a bit. Probably at some point I need to upgrade mine, because it's getting to be a few years old now. So, but I don't do a whole heck of a lot with it. I mainly look for something that makes good calls, gets good Wi-Fi and cellular service, and has a good camera on it, and that's about it. Yeah, Nokia's always been a good company to buy for cell phones. And a lot of people don't even know they make smartphones. They think, well, they made a Windows phone. It's like, yeah, but they've been making Android phones for years, dude. They don't even realize that they make some of the best Android phones out there that run rings around some of the competition. And their camera equipment on them is really good. My wife's is even better than mine. It takes amazing pictures. I honestly can't tell the difference between a picture my wife's phone takes and my daughter, who has one of the latest Apples. She likes Apple products. I can't tell the difference between quality, even blown up, between the Apple and the high-end Apple phone and whatever that is, and the Nokias. The Nokia that my wife has a really good camera on it. I forget how many lenses that thing has on it, but it takes amazing pictures. Better than a lot of the SLRs they sell out there, really. Mine takes pretty good ones, though. It's not bad. Mine's got a was it 48 megapixel AI camera? Yeah, 48 megapixel AI cameras on mine. And my wife's is even better. Hers takes better pictures. She takes lots and lots of pictures of the grandkids, but mine takes really good pictures too. I have no complaints about it. That's really all I was looking for in a cell phone is 'cause I don't play games on them, so I don't really have to have something that does that. But I do want something that makes good phone calls, has strong Wi-Fi, and doesn't lose a cellular signal real easy, you know, when you go in or out of a building, and takes good pictures, and that's about all I care about. So, oh, and has Gorilla Glass. Gotta have Gorilla Glass. So mine's got all that. So I've been happy with it for years. But my wife was on a Nokia 2 for a long time, and she was like wanting. Yeah, their quality's been good for years. I've had this one since I think I've had this one since I was streaming on Mixer, if I'm not mistaken. So this one's going on 5+ years, I think now. It's by far not the latest and greatest. My wife's is newer and better, but even hers is like 4 years old. Yeah, they're nice. They're nice phones. I have no problem with them whatsoever. No issue with them whatsoever. They're a good phone. I'm just not an Apple guy, so don't really care for apples. My daughter loves the things, but just never have been an Apple guy. Don't have any problem with people that like them. I just don't care for them. I prefer, being an IT guy, I always preferred Androids. And so many of the business apps I use work better on Androids, and I always hated dealing with any of the stuff we had to install for people back in the day on their phones. Can never understand Apple. All they do is jack the prices up. I know, right? And there's like paying, I don't know what you're paying for a new Apple phone now. It's probably what, $2,000 probably. Well, that's my camera off. Where's my camera off's color again? I'm getting artifacts up here. Let's see. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's see. Let's go to the chroma key and adjust that a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Much better. That was an easy fix that time. Yeah, I don't. That's a house payment rent. Oh, I know, man. That's crazy. That's crazy money. And I always think it's funny too, because the people that buy the Apple phones don't seem to do a whole heck of a lot of high-end stuff with them either. So it's like I've never met anybody with an iPhone that did much more than surf the internet and send texts and take some pictures, you know. And that's it. And they don't even use the advanced settings for the picture stuff, because there's people that make movies with iPhones, you know. But your average iPhone user hasn't the faintest idea how to do any of that stuff. But they're paying $2,000 for a phone. It's kind of like buying a Ferrari and never getting out of first gear, you know. Why would you do that? Why would you spend, you know, so much more for something and not know how to use it? Now, Android users, on the other hand, every time I've had to deal with somebody like that on the phone, needing help with an application or something on their phone, you know, They always know how to do stuff. I generally don't need to tell them how to do anything on their phone. Apple people never fails. I always have to tell them, you know, oh, can you uninstall that app and reinstall it again? My camera's gone out of whack again. What is the deal here? Let's see. Why am I ghosting on here? Why am I ghosting on here? All right, let's turn that down. Opacity's off. Do the contrast. Brightness. Hey, excuse me while I try to fix my camera here so I'm not ghosting on the stream. And all this adjusted earlier, and for whatever reason it's gone out of whack. There we go. Okay. I'd rather save the money for something cheaper and probably go buy something worth something. Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, it just never failed, man. Every time I had to talk to somebody on the phone about doing something on their iPhone, it's like even something as simple as like uninstall an application. It's like, how do I do that? Really? It's like, you got this $2,000 phone, you don't even know how to uninstall an app? Why? I don't say that to them, of course, but I'm thinking it. I'm thinking, yeah, you just buy expensive stuff and you don't know how to do anything. It's kind of like this guy I knew one time. I had one of the original Hummers in his garage and didn't know how to drive. He just had a lot of money, and he liked to buy things, but he never learned to drive. So that Hummer, that what was it, H1 Hummer, sat in his garage. I forget how much it was at the time. I think it was like a $250,000 car or something like that. Sat in his garage doing nothing. Doing nothing because he did not know how to drive. And that's kind of what iPhone users, you know, at least they use their phone, I guess, for basic stuff, but nothing that ever justifies the you love those vehicles. Yeah, they're gas guzzlers though. I think those H1s got like 3 or 4 miles to the gallon or something like that. I don't know. I never drove one myself. I saw his and you know, sat in his but yeah, I never drove it. He just had it to look at. I don't know. He was a brother of a friend of my wife's, and he owned a trucking company until he died. So, yeah, he did not know how to drive, which I just thought was amazing. It's like, you own a trucking company, you do not know how to drive yourself. It's funny. But that guy was loaded. Absolutely loaded. But yeah, he'd spend money like that, like a drunken sailor. And yeah, it was one of those weird little things. I think he died of a heart attack or something like that. I forget now. Definitely loaded. Yeah, he had a nice house, was putting in a pool. We went, he had a place not far from when I lived in Mississippi. This was back when I worked in Memphis. My wife's friend was like, I'm going down to see my brother. He lives down in Mississippi, like right below you guys. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And she's like, he's having a Christmas party for his company at the casino. He rented out like this whole floor of a casino for his company. And she's like, would y'all like to come? So we went and went to this party for his trucking company at this casino down in where was it? What was the name of that place in Mississippi? God, can't remember the name of it now. It's been too many years. Wasn't Tupelo, I don't think. It's somewhere in northern part of Mississippi, but they've got a bunch of casinos there. And anyway, we went to this party he had there, and he like gave us a stack of chips to gamble with. I say chips, it was more like coins for the slot machines, because it's more like a slots casino. Although I think they did have cards as well, blackjack, stuff like that, maybe some roulette. But we spent the night playing slots. Yeah, he rented out a whole floor of a casino, and this is during the holidays, man. And they had like a stage where people are doing karaoke if they wanted to, and you know, we had dinner, which was like what was it, ribeye or no, prime rib? Yeah, prime rib, great big old huge prime rib they brought out and cut up, and all kinds of food and drinks. Just it was crazy. One of the nicest parties I've ever been to. You know, it's a real rich, you know, person party, and you know, all his employees were there and guests, and yeah, it was pretty crazy. But the wife and I blew, I don't know how much of this dude's money just playing slots. You know, he was just handing out little buckets of, not quarters, but whatever the casino coin was, you know, which were probably worth 25 cents a piece or something, you know. But yeah, he's just handing out these buckets to people and say, here, go have a good time. So the wife and I went and played slots until we pretty much ran out of coin, you know, and had a pretty good time. Ate good, listened to some karaoke, and you know, just had a good time at a casino without having to blow a bunch of money, of our money anyway. But yeah, he's just that kind of guy. But he lived life large. He liked to live life large. I think that's probably what gave him a heart attack in the end. He liked to live life a little too large. But nice fella. Can't remember his name now. But yeah, he's brother of a friend of my wife's, somebody she'd worked with for years and years and years. Just happened to live down in Mississippi below us, so been the first one at the blackjack table. Yeah, well, if I could gamble worth a darn, you know, I could play a little slots, and I know a little Texas Hold'em, but I wouldn't call myself a professional by any means. I certainly wouldn't want to go up against any pros. Would probably lose badly, but play a little virtual poker, you know, with computer games and stuff. Nothing where real money's involved, but I like on my VR headset. I've got some what was it called? Real Stars VR Poker or something like that. I've played that a bit. That's called something like that. I think that's what it's called, Real Stars VR Poker. Pretty good game. Kind of like being there in VR, you know. You're playing against real people, so some of them are quite good. Won a few of those games too. All right, daytime. Let's see, what are we looking at? 11:30? How long have we been streaming now? Almost 2 hours. Not too bad. I have lost absolutely no frames whatsoever. You've played that at all right? Yeah, it's whatever the one is on the what do you call it? Quest 2. I think that's what it's called. There's a couple of poker games on there. This is the one that's little more realistic. They've got some other stuff in there too. They've got some roulette and some blackjack tables and some slot machines and all that kind of stuff. But I mostly go in there for the poker. The Texas Hold'em, I've gotten pretty decent at that. Not that I would ever go in a casino in real life and gamble that kind of money, but it's nice to do it virtually anyway. You know, no risk. If I lose virtual money, it's not going to eat me up for years. Yeah, Quest 2 is pretty good. My daughter got me into that for a while. Played some pretty good games on that. You know, after I got past the initial nausea factor that VR brings with it. When I first started playing VR, it's just like, it's killing me. You might put in 100, yeah, I know. No more than what you would for a good night out, right? Play it safe, you're right. I agree. I agree. I'm just not much of a gambler, so. All right, let's see. We're gonna put those across there too. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Play it safe. I agree, 100%. Yeah, of course, these days I couldn't afford to go to a casino. I used to love to go to the one there in northern Mississippi by the Mississippi River. Can't think of the name of that. Can't think of that. I want to say Tupelo, but I don't think that's right. You just go down there to one of the casinos they had was had an all-you-could-eat Buddies, and they also had beer on tap. And it was all the beer and all the Buddies barbecue you wanted to eat. It was like a buffet. Along with all this beer on tap. And boy, I used to love to go down there every once in a great while and just eat a ton of barbecue and drink a ton of beer, and then the wife would drive home. Because I was usually a little too buzzed to drive home after that. Good times. Good stuff, though. Yeah, I love me some Buddy's barbecue. Had some of that the other day, as a matter of fact. Wife and I decided to splurge on a little food out and had Buddy's barbecue. Gonna hang out and stream. Gotta do something on the PC I'm still on. I'm still gonna watch Never Can Go Wrong with a Good Cold Beer. Hear that? Yeah, I know, right? Speaking of which, mine's probably getting cold by now. I mean, not cold, probably getting warm by now. Not too bad. Tend to forget it's over there. I know I used to nurse a beer on stream like almost all night for 10 hours sometimes back in the day on Mixer. Because I would forget about it, except on occasion. But yeah, we'll definitely have to be doing streams. I plan on streaming again tomorrow night. Probably, like I said, around 8:30ish, 9ish o'clock at night, Eastern Standard, till midnight, somewhere around in there. In fact, we're getting kind of close to that now. Actually, it's getting close to midnight, which I think will probably be a pretty good cutoff time tonight. We've been streaming about 2 hours tonight. I got on a little bit late, but I think probably tomorrow night, 8:30ish. Like I said, I like to get, yeah, if we stream, I'll be on, you know that. I really, man. Well, hopefully, like I said, we'll get some others to show up from back in the day. I'd love to see some of the old faces again, or hear the voices or what have you. And I would definitely be interested in hearing what's up with some of the people that used to be on the streams, because I've been like you, I've been watching some of the old streams. It's like, man, there was some good times. Some pretty crazy times sometimes. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night for sure. Don't know if I'm going to be working on this again or doing something else. Got some other games I'd like to play too. So, yeah, good times. Definitely some good times. That is for sure. Had a lot of good times on Mixer. We need a button. Where are the stone buttons? I bet I can just grab one off here, can't I? There it is. I dropped one right there too. Yeah, I definitely got a lot to replace on this thing. Getting there though. The wing's going to take quite a bit of time. Should be pretty much straight back and forth though, and then the underside, so forth. I forget how long it took me to build this thing. It was weeks and weeks of work. I know the face alone, the shark face alone, took me like 3 nights to get that right. So, and the bus is still got to be redone. I got to start on a new creative build too. I'm thinking maybe a spaceship. I haven't done a spaceship in a long time. Thinking a new big spaceship might be good. Maybe classic USS Enterprise or something from Star Trek. I don't know. I don't know. I have to see. And kids that used to get banned, they were like rules and they just didn't understand. Yeah, well, we had one. You probably didn't see the chat message you put in here earlier, but we had one come by, kind of try to troll, and then he saw what I was working on. He was like, "I'm not a troll anymore. Never mind." I was like, "All right, man." I thought he'd stick around, but I guess he left. Thought he'd say something more, but yeah, his first comment was not polite when he came in, but the bot took care of it. So yeah, good times. Even with the trolls, we had good times. They were part of it. Boy, the more popular you got, the more you had too. So that's when you know you're starting to make it somewheres. Your troll count goes up considerably. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff to replace. It's gonna look good in concrete though. It'll look real good in concrete. Look a lot better than the wool did anyway. All right. make that on the other side. There we go. Perfect. Let's get some daylight. Yeah, I'll have to do some survival mode as well, but till I get I thought I kind of surprised you. Did surprise me, man. I didn't really expect anybody to show up the first night that I knew. I figured, well, maybe somebody eventually will stray in from probably because you were subscribed to my YouTube. I'll bet you subscribed back to my YouTube back in the day, which is probably why you saw I was on. So I don't know how many people from back in the day that subscribed to my YouTube back when I was streaming are still around, to be honest with you. Might be a few true viewers. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I know I've had a couple of comments every once in a while on Twitter. I'll get something. Somebody will comment, it's like, boy, I miss the days when Diamondback used to stream. Thinking, well, I'm coming back. True community, yeah, there you go. Yeah, you definitely been here a while. I think you pretty much followed me almost from the very beginning, probably pretty close to my very first stream ever on Mixer. Definitely on one of the higher ranking members too, which I don't know if, let me see here. Oh, wait a minute. Did it wrong. I don't know if that's working or not. Maybe not. No. I gotta figure out, I've got a system with Streamlabs. It has, let's see. Try this. Commands. I may not have it turned on yet. I had to set all this stuff up again tonight, so I may not have it turned on yet, but I will be getting games and stuff going again. We'll be getting games and stuff going again. A lot of features I haven't turned on in Streamlabs yet, assuming that they work. Mag was telling me he was not a huge fan of Streamlabs, but he uses one called Mix It Up, which I guess he started using back in the Mixer days. But he likes one called Mix It Up, which I have downloaded. I just haven't set it up yet. He likes to do a lot of stuff with that, so I might set that one up too, because apparently he's had some issues with Streamlabs. Or what's it called? Is it Streamlabs? Yeah, Streamlabs. Yeah, Streamlabs. It's got multi-streaming and some other stuff. Yeah, you were over 100 hours watched. Yeah, you were definitely one of the higher ranking people on there. That's for sure. You were definitely one of the higher ones. There were not a whole bunch of people that were in there every single stream, but I think you were there 99% of the time. For sure. But yeah, I'll get a lot of this stuff set up. Pretty much tonight I just wanted to get stuff going so I could test out some of the basics and see if they actually worked. And I think we did have one follow tonight that did not, I saw it come up on the YouTube channel, but I did not hear it come up in my audio for some reason. I'm not sure why. I said something to him when he followed, but I'd figure that out. Kevin, yeah, that was it. Yeah, I saw it pop up on the screen, which is why I said thanks for the follow. but it didn't play. I didn't hear it play the audio. I don't know if it did on the stream. He subbed. Yeah, sub on YouTube, in it. So yeah, we'll see. I'll get it all sorted out eventually. New setup, new stream. I got to relearn all this crap because it's been 4.5 years and my memory's not that good. A lot of the stuff when I set it up on Mixer, it was set it and forget it, and then a lot of the commands for the bots and stuff, Mag did 90% of that stuff. And he was like, "Oh, I added so and so to your bot." And I'm like, "Oh, cool, man, thanks." But some of the other stuff I set up, but it's been too many years. All right, let's see. Did I miss any over here? It's looking pretty good on this side. That's gonna look so much better in concrete than it did in that other wool. Yeah, it's gonna look much better in concrete than it did in wool. He was saying something about Streamlabs. Their alerts and commands are great. Yeah, I mean, I thought they were pretty good when I used them back in the day, but Mag was telling me he didn't much care for it these days, and that I should give Mix It Up a try. So I downloaded Mix It Up. I just haven't got it set up. So Streamlabs I'm somewhat familiar with and can set up fairly quickly, so that's mainly why I'm using it. It's easy for me to set up quick. It's pretty intuitive in the controls and so forth, but I don't have everything turned on right now, so I probably got to do some stuff. I got to make sure it's connected to my channel right. I think it is because I got that one alert, so that's a pretty good indication I've got it at least connected to my YouTube without issue. But about getting the other stuff going, I'm not 100% sure on. So did you build all these? Yes, actually these were built on the Xbox 360 pretty much a decade ago by me, my solo creative flat map. And some of these are actually at least they were at one time quite famous on the internet. The castle was even featured my Mojang on one of their posts one time. So, how you doing tonight, Beam? But yeah, the castle Mojang, one of their developers, actually featured this on one of their web posts one time because of my use of lapis for the roof. But that was many years ago. But castle's been seen quite a few times. Yeah, that's a lot of work. But yeah, the castle, I built that on a 90-degree angle, so none of the walls are flat. They're all at an angle. So, and built a mansion, built a bus. A double-decker bus is based off a picture that I had hanging over my TV for a long time back when I lived in Memphis, long time ago. And back then, all we had to build with for colored blocks was wool. Back on the 360, back on Xbox 360. So when thank you, I appreciate that. Back in the day, we didn't have concrete, so I'm doing a little updating. Tonight's my first time streaming in 4.5 years, so kind of getting back into it. Gonna get onto it. YouTube used to be pretty big streamer on Mixer back in the day. Big Minecraft streamer back on Mixer back in the day. But that was good 4.5 years ago to 5 years ago, somewhere around there. And yeah, a lot of people came to watch my Minecraft streams back in the day. But yeah, this used to be over here. Used to be the edge of the world, right on the other side of the train. Back on the 360, that was pretty much the size of the world. It was like right on the other side of the train there. And when the Xbox One version came along, I converted the map to that, and haven't really worked on it that much in 10 years, but thought, you know, if I'm getting back into streaming, I'm going to do something where I can kind of split my attention between chatting and doing stuff a little more easily until I get used to playing and watching chat at the same time. Yeah, tweeted you on your Twitter one night. I tagged you in it. Yeah. But yeah, the P-40 Warhawk is the largest P-40 Warhawk that's ever been built in Minecraft, and to this day, it still holds the record for a P-40 Warhawk in Minecraft. No one's ever done that one that big and detailed before, so it's very accurate. Still holds the record for that. Yeah, I used to be pretty popular. Well, Jacob can tell you he's an old Mixer fan from back in the day, and he can tell you we had a lot of followers back in the day. I think we had about 5,000 on Mixer at one time. But yeah, I was always into detail. Even the rear landing gear, which you cannot see from the outside, is in the back of the plane there. So. But yeah, I'm getting back into streaming now. Tonight's my first official stream back on YouTube now. Never streamed on YouTube before, other than a test stream. Why did I stop? Well, that was a lot of reasons I stopped. Iron Fleet, hello, how you doing tonight? A lot of reasons I stopped. One of the bigger reasons I quit for a long time was my eldest brother died during COVID, so he got a bad case of it and died from that, and that kind of put a damper on things. I'd left. Yeah, I heard that one that time. Lord Net, thank you for the subscription. How you doing tonight? What plane is that? That is a P-40 Warhawk, also known as a Flying Tiger. As a World War II plane that are volunteers who flew over China against the Japanese before World War II officially started. A group called the Flying Tigers flew. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. It's been a few years, you know. But yeah, that was just kind of a start of a downward spiral of despair and various other things that were going on in my life at the time that just got me away from streaming for a long time. BF-109 was a German plane. This was an American volunteer plane. It's also, if you ever watch the movie Pearl Harbor, and you see Ben Affleck take off to go fight the Japanese. He took off in a P-40 Warhawk. So, but yeah, Americans like to use shark faces on their planes when they were fighting the Japanese, because the Japanese had a fear of sharks at the time. So, a little bit of World War history for you. But I used to love to build models as a kid, so the P-40 Warhawk was always one of my favorites. So when I decided to build a plane in Minecraft a decade ago, the P-40 naturally had to be the first one I built. Although I would like to do a B-17 on here as well now that I have extra room to build with the Bedrock edition of Minecraft. It's basically an unlimited size world. Wasn't back in the day when I built this, so it is now. But I'm converting all this wool to concrete now, so it looks a lot better. You can see a little bit better over here where I've changed out the wool for concrete. But yeah. Streaming on this will probably continue tomorrow night. I will probably be on around 8:30 till midnight, most every night, Eastern Standard Time. Somewhere around 8:30, 9 o'clock, somewhere around there, I'll be streaming every night. So now that I'm getting back into it again. So yeah, just sub to the channel. You'll know when I'm on. And if you want to check out a lot of my old streams from back in the day, they're on the YouTube channel as well. So you can get familiar with some of the stuff I've done when I was on Mixer. Some of my Twitch streams are on there from back in the day, including my very first streams from, God, what was it? Long time ago. I don't know how many years now. Probably close to 10 years ago. Not 100% sure about that now. Hello from Germany. Well, hey man, we used to get a lot of folks from all over the world back on Mixer back in the day. Germany used to have a lot of folks from Australia and New Zealand. In fact, a lot of my mods back in the day on Mixer were from New Zealand because I mainly streamed at night. So definitely used to having folks from all over. Very, very glad to have people in here from various places. And let's see. I might as well show you around before I get off stream for the night. That's the English double-decker bus. I believe that brand is called a Build the Bismarck. That would take some time. I am going to be building probably a spaceship next on here for a creative build. Thinking about maybe large. What's my favorite ship from World War II? I'd probably have to say the Enterprise. I always liked the aircraft carriers. Was always big plane guy. World War II planes were always my favorite. There was something really, really cool about the pilots of World War II that you just don't see that kind of thing anymore, you know. Always my favorite thing to go to the air shows and check those out. The Bismarck is your favorite? Yeah, that was a big battleship. Yeah, of course we got the old number 7, which is a train I built in here freehand. Because you were German side? Yeah, probably so. Probably so. But yeah, I used to do a lot of creative builds back in the day. Not so much on stream. I did most of these. In fact, I did all these before I started streaming. When I streamed, I mainly played survival, but I always talked about getting in and doing some more creative building because it's mostly what I was known for. So definitely will want to do some more creative buildings now that I'm getting back into streaming again. So, but I got a lot of survival streams on YouTube from back in the day. Still got it, chat, to this day. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Well, survival's definitely gotten tougher since back then, because we were discussing that earlier. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. This is on YouTube. Yeah. There's tons and tons of videos on here. I forget how many. I think I got well over 100 and something videos on here from 8 years ago. Yeah, something like that. Probably my first Twitch stream was probably about 8 years ago, and then I did that for a few months, and then got on Mixer when they became kind of a big thing. I got on Mixer back when it was Beam, still called Beam, and then it became Mixer after Microsoft took it over, and I was one of the big streamers on Mixer back in the day. 291 vids, that sounds about right. Now, some of those are AI music. I have created some AI music in recent times, so I had some songs I wanted to do, and I had the lyrics, but not the ability to sing or play an instrument, so I had to use AI to fill in the gaps. But yeah, I wrote some lyrics, some of them based on various things. Yeah, Beam, and then it became Mixer, so that's right. And yeah, this is one I built in one night. The Temple of Aquarius. Built this in one night in I forget how many hours. built this building and the garden out here. But all these builds are pretty much a decade old. Now, nowadays, some things would probably be better if they were done by AI. I'll tell you, some of the music I created with AI is really kind of rocking. It's pretty good stuff. You should definitely check it out if you haven't so far. Some of the songs are pretty good, especially if you like goth music or what do you call it? Goth rock and what is it called? Dark something. I've got some of those songs on there that were quite popular, several hundred views. Video songs, etc. Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff on here. All kinds of stuff on here. But yeah, some of the AI music I did came out really good. I was shocked on how good AI is. I did that AI songs now. You would get a lot of hate for it. Trust me, I've been there. Yeah, there's a few people that don't like AI anything. They feel like AI is going to take over the world and destroy everything. But let's face it. I mean, especially the Hollywood folks, they're all scared about AI. But let's face it, Hollywood's putting out some pure shit these days, aren't they? I mean, wouldn't it be better if they relied a little bit more on AI and a little bit less on some of these young writers that don't know how to do anything because they haven't lived any life, I mean, gone are the days of Spielberg and Lucas, and now you have these barely out of college. Disney's the worst, man. They've just about ruined everything they've touched. The future is coming quick. Yeah, they take an IP and they just destroy it, man. It's horrible. I haven't been over to this temple yet either. A lot of people love this temple over here. They say it reminds them of Lord of the Rings. AI is big. I mean, companies use it all the time. I mean, AI was a big thing when I was at my last company before they sacked me for nefarious reasons on their part. I was in IT and they always wanted me to, create these AI apps to do things, to basically replace our jobs. And it's like, I wasn't real keen on doing that. But that's the big thing. Everybody wants to get into AI. This looks really cool at night. Let me make it nighttime and I'll show you what this guy's looks like at night. And we'll make it midnight. Yeah, a lot of people say this reminds them of Lord of the Rings. So, but yeah, AI is taking over everything. But it does some things well, it does other things badly. But the better it's programmed, the better it does at things. And as far as music goes, it writes some better music than some people are writing these days. Yeah, it does look like Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that's what people always tell me. They love this thing, and it's got all kinds of little hidden features in it too. Like it's got all these little water channels and stuff. And let's see. I thought it used to have channels that went underneath, but maybe not. Now that you said that, yeah. Well, like I said, I thought I would give AI music a try and see what I could come up with, because I had all these ideas for these songs in my head, but I'm not a singer. And in fact, Jacob can tell you the few times I did sing on stream, people told me to please stop. And I can't play a musical instrument to save my life. So, yeah. AI was kind of my only solution, unless I wanted to hire some people to do the heavy lifting, other than the lyrics. So I did the lyrics and let AI do the rest. So, yeah. A lot of the music came out pretty good, so catchy tunes, I thought. I had to redo some of them had better versions than what I posted, but they sounded a little too similar to some other things, so I didn't upload those. But I think there was one that I uploaded 2 versions of because it looks so good. You can't sing either? Yeah, that's all right, man. I can't carry a tune. In fact, my voice is probably about to give out tonight because I've been streaming. I haven't been streaming for so many years, and I'm not used to talking this much. Anyway, yeah, it's definitely after midnight, so I think we're going to call it quits there for tonight, and I will be back anywhere from 8:30 to 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Basically, I gotta go try to make a little money, pay some bills, and I should be home around 8-ish, 8:30. I should be streaming. I'll do it till midnight again tomorrow. I appreciate everybody coming by. I appreciate the subscriptions on YouTube. Every little bit helps, and I hope I see you guys in here again tomorrow. And I will catch you guys later. Have a good one.